My name is Daniil. I am the head of product and design. My main role is designing the features. What are the different modes you can go play? What does it feel like to play those modes? My job is really fun. I mean, I get to spend a lot of time meeting with other designers or artists or engineers and talking about what are the cool things we want to build that players get to experience. And a lot of that is just trading back and forth ideas. What if we tried this? Would this work? Would players like it? Then we come back up to the top level and are like, how does this fit into the game itself? Working in Excel spreadsheets or in Unity to actually decide like the enemies that go into this stage in the campaign. How hard should those things be? How difficult should those be? Where does the player get this piece of gear from? I'll be doing both sides of like the decision making, but also the building of the game itself. The reason that I love working at N3TWORK and on Triumph is because of the team and how collaborative we are. We debate a lot. And I think that leads to really good collaboration. The artist might look at something differently than me as a designer does or an engineer does. Because we debate a lot, we end up coming up with these really cool and different ideas.
My name's Tiffany, and I'm the executive producer on Triumph. There are other people on the team, like product managers, designers, who define what we're building and why. I pretty much do the how and when. I make sure things are delivered on time and to quality. I'm in charge of everything like team communication, team alignment, logistics, all that stuff that is really usually behind the scenes stuff just to make sure a team is operating efficiently and coherently together. The day-to-day life of an executive producer on Triumph, typically we come in, we have morning meetings where we're just syncing up on, what are the priorities, what are our task statuses, anything we need to solve, any risks we need to flag. That really just kicks us off into the rest of the day. Really, I'm just trying to ensure everybody else can do what they can do to their best ability. Nuts and bolts to make sure the art pipelines can run efficiently and then make the wonderful character art that you eventually enjoy in Triumph.
There's a lot of games that don't push the envelope on what the best art can look like. On Triumph, we really are trying to do that.
A lot of the times, the art or the lore is really an afterthought that kind of gets tacked on. But for Triumph, we kind of took the opposite approach. When we were building this product from the early days, we thought about, well, if this really takes off and this becomes a franchise, how do we build a world? How do we build a brand? So we made sure that we were really building a universe and not just like a random assortment of characters that, again, are just feeling like an afterthought. I think if anyone were to look at the character art in Triumph, they would just be blown away by how high quality it is and how much thought and detail is put into it. And if you were to read any of our lore behind the characters, same story, how much thought and intention is put into everything.
We have characters of many races, we have non-binary characters. Especially as a minority, it's really cool to have a game doing that. Gameplay-wise, we're one of the few games that has real-time multiplayer where there's voice chat actually directly built into the game, so you can jump into a lobby and play with your friends and get into voice chat within seconds. And that's something that almost no mobile game does.
My blessed queue. Let me know when people need help.
There's cute characters, there's cool characters. Appealing to everybody is something I'm really excited about.
This team does amazing work. We're only available in a few select countries now, but we're hoping that if we hit all our deliverables and all our metrics, we'll be global soon. And one day, I hope we really do get to launch that franchise, and maybe we'll make a Netflix series or a comic book, graphic novel, merchandise. I would really love to see that come into fruition.